The Preface to a Narrative of the Expedition to Dongola and Sennaar. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. A Narrative of the Expedition to Dongola and Sennaar by George Bethune, English. Preface. A narrative of the expedition to Dongola and Sennaar under the command of His Excellence Isma'il Pasha, undertaken by order of His Highness Mehmed Ali Pasha, Viceroy of Egypt, by an American in the service of the Viceroy. London, John Murray, Albemarle Street, 1822. London. Printed by C. Roworth, Belliard, Temple Bar. To His Britannic Majesty's Consul General in Egypt, Henry Salt, Esquire, my fatherly friend in a foreign land, this work is dedicated, with affectionate respect, by the author, and recommended to the kind care and patronage of John William Banks, Esquire, by his obliged friend and servant, Henry Salt. Preface. Mehmed Ali Pasha, the victorious pacificator of Egypt and Arabia, is already renowned in the civilized world. Egypt, once the home of discord and the headquarters of anarchy, under his administration has long enjoyed peace and prosperity, is permeable in all directions and in perfect safety to the merchant and the traveler, and is yearly progressing in wealth and improvement. Footnote 1. For instance, a navigable passage has been cut through the rocks of the first cataract, and a canal is at present constructing, by order of the Pasha, round some of the most difficult passes of the second. He has completed a broad and deep canal from the Nile to Alexandria, by which commerce is liberated from the risk attending the passage of the Bogaz of Rosetta. Large establishments for the fabric of saltpetre, gunpowder, cannon and small arms, others for the fabric of silks, cotton, and sugar, have been erected by the Viceroy, and are in operation under the superintendence of Europeans. End of footnote. The Viceroy has been particularly attentive to revive and extend those commercial relations of Egypt with the surrounding countries which once rendered it the richest and most flourishing territory in the ancient world. A well-chosen library of the best European books on the art military, geography, astronomy, medicine, history, belles-lettres, and the fine arts has been purchased from Europe by the Viceroy and placed in the palace of Isma'il Pasha, where is also a school at the Viceroy's expense for the instruction of the Mussulman youth in the Italian language and the sciences of the Franks. To which establishments has been lately added a printing press for printing books in the Turkish, Arabic, and Persian languages, and a weekly newspaper in Arabic and Italian. The library and the press are under the superintendence of Osman Nureddin Effendi, a young Turk of great good sense, and who is well versed in the literature of Europe, where he has resided for several years by order of the Viceroy for his education. He is at present engaged in translating into Turkish some works on tactics, for the use of his countrymen. For several years past, the inland commerce of this favored land had suffered great interruptions from the confusion and discord to which the countries on the upper Nile have been a prey. The chiefs of Shageia had formed themselves into a singular aristocracy of brigands, and pillaged all the provinces and caravans within their reach without mercy and without restraint, while the civil wars which have distracted the once powerful kingdom of Sennar for these last 18 years had occasioned an almost entire cessation of a commerce from which Egypt had derived great advantages. His Highness the Viceroy, in consequence, determined, as the most effectual means of putting an end to these disorders, to subject those countries to his dominion. 4,000 troops were accordingly put under the command of Isma'il Pasha, the youngest son of the Viceroy, with orders to conquer all the provinces on the Nile, from the second cataract to Sennar inclusive. Through the influence of the recommendation of Henry Salt, Esquire, His Britannic Majesty's Consul General in Egypt, I was ordered by the Viceroy
Sample complete. Ready to continue?